you got to do a lot of work to get people to stop jumping out of your stuff. You know?
Yeah, yep. Especially for Lily, she's got like okay anti-air options.
Yeah.
But, you know. Yeah. Speaking of okay anti-air options, we got Potemkin coming up. You know, the heat knuckle's not too bad, I guess. But
Dynamite, a beast on the sticks. Well known, well played. That pot is brutal. And of course, we got Kepler, aka Soon. I don't remember what the tag they're going by these days is, but on that Testament as always. Testament, this is another. We've seen a lot of annoying matchups today. I don't think we've seen one that I'm like, this feels like a really fair fight. You know, we saw the first match was Soul versus Kai. All right, this is a match that both players can play the game. None of the rest of these have been.
Yeah, it's been kind of suffering. And GalacticBounty is, he's been around the block. He knows what's up. He knows how to deal with these characters. And he's very, very good at adapting. So it's probably going to be a little bit suffering early on for Galactic as he figures out what's going on. But definitely believe that he can make the adjustments here.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And nice flick on the round start against that fireball just to make it a little bit harder. Testament has some crazy pressure, like these strings we're seeing right now. But once you get to this distance, it becomes hard because these normals carry so much range.
Oh, waiting for the burst there and not going to give it up. This grab, though, with the Stain State, I like that decision a lot. Stain State is just so important for Testament.
Yeah, I especially like it off that cross up there. Like, had a lot of options threatened. Black didn't fall for any bit, press any buttons, or do anything silly, and it worked out really nicely. Instead, now we're just going to control space and go for the demons to make it a little harder.
Oh, wow, that's good. That catches him, right?
Oh,
okay, yeah, worth the trade, worth the trade.
I wasn't sure if it would catch, but I knew the succubuses would close it out either way. So it's like, well, let's see, you know. Maybe the wacky world happens where somehow you win that whole interaction. Right now, speaking of winning interactions, found a way into the corner, and this is a really scary part because you can't backdash the Garudas. You kind of have to hold them. But standing 5H, man, it covers screen distance.
I'm going to hold this mix.
Oh, and you get knocked out. Hold it again.
Just barely out of range for that second Garuda.
Yeah.
Bounty loves going for double Garuda. It's pretty good.
It's a great option. It really punishes matching. Really punishes challenges. Nice standing 5.
Yeah, there it is. The person's finally giving up, and you have to hold this some more. And within range, gonna get snatched for sure.
I knew at some point. I was like, dude, it's been too long. I'm waiting to see it. And breaking the back of Testament like Bane going into this final round. And we're 1-1 round. We're 1-1 rounds apiece. This is game 1, so let's see who can get the lead first in this matchup. But nice backdash for Kepler, avoiding the regular grab.
That's good. Yeah, in the corner here, Bounty gonna have to fight for his life to get out. No resources here to get out either. Nice. Yeah. Good old armor. Oh, what a backdash from Kepler.
That was a really important one, too. You save a lot of health from not getting hit by that. Knocking down, and you get the Stain State, so you're at a great position after round start here. Yep, the poke to keep it going, and then you reset the Gatling pressure. You get the fireballs throwing back again. Oh, Ice gets the bait, but doesn't punish. Didn't believe.
Yeah, has to burst off. There's so much meter available here for Kepler, and oh my lord, that mix.
Yeah, and
that was unfair.
Yeah, for real.
That was unfair.
That was a bad situation for Pot because Pot doesn't have burst. Pot didn't have any meter, unfortunately, because it's just been, unfortunately, Galactic it kind of ran through there on that last round. And Testament has full meter, like the ability to, RC anything and keep pressure going with wake up supers if you have to. It's a great position. But right now, Galactic's the hard part is getting in. Finds a big hit though. Not able to capitalize thanks to a burst. But that's a good first way to get that resource off the table.
Yeah, I feel like in this game, like people burst early, and so it's okay to just go ahead and not try to burst bait. Just let them tab it, let them use it up, and then you don't have to worry about it for at least the rest of the round.
Exactly. Like there are times where within your sequence you can burst bait safely and it works out, but sometimes just getting bursted, especially on the beginning of the round, it's not too bad because it takes that resource away from them for a little bit. And Galactic, once he got another knockdown, was able to just run that situation to a round win, which worked out really well.
Yeah, and that's good armoring right through all of those projectiles there. Knockdown Stain State applied. Gotta have to be careful here.
That big butt slam is a little risky, especially against Testament when you have Stain on you. It feels really bad. Wow, finds a hit and gets to get closer and set back up for pressure. Stain State again, you gotta hold all this. Nice cross-up.
Oh, I like that a lot was that Hammerfall out of the corner there? Because even if he got punished, he's not in the corner. Which
you're a lot safer. And good amount of damage on that combo. Resetting the situation, trying to go for another knockdown, but Kepler wisely bursting it again. One of the big pluses of immediate burst in this game as well is that you get them back very quickly, and Kepler's trying to hold on to it and go into this third round. Needs to fight for every resource.
About to get 2 bars here for Kepler as well. This is going to be a tough spot for Bounty. But armor's right through, and this is enough to close it out.
Yeah, nice job by Bounty, finding an opening. One thing you've noticed is that a lot of Kepler's block strings so far have been ending in those fireballs, and it's starting becoming predictable, so kind of might felt confident in a hammer fall through it. It's not going to kill me. I can armor past it. And then you're at such a low life that if I clip you, you're going to get really hurt for it.
Yeah, Bounty's been choosing some really good opportunities to armor through these projectiles. And it's, yeah, Kepler's got to make some adjustments here to get around it.
6P finally punishing that jump hit for Galactic. And already good amount of damage. Teleport in, throw. Nice. That's the Asuka stuff we were talking about earlier.
Right. And you know what's coming with this character. I'm still getting a little jump scared from the Testament teleports. So.
No, you're exactly right, too, because it really feels like that. Because even though I saw the crow travel, nobody expects the instant run-up dust as well. Closing that out, just getting the good little conversion with that stain state, and you cook off.
Yeah, it's such a free thing to do. Oh my God, what an air grab!
That's a Guilty Gear air throw I've ever seen.
This round's over. Kepler's got the round. That's it. Go next, for sure.
Even if Bounty wins this round, or even if Bounty, wins this round, Kepler won this round. You know
yeah, right. I mean? Yeah, for real.
We need to bring back karate-style judges in fighting game tournaments. You know what I mean? You hit a cooler thing, I'm giving you an A for that round.
All right, next round.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
And right now, good. Tries to teleport into a similar thing before, but the head tackle gets in the cross-up. Hits deep, big counter hit, and now you mash on Garuda into death.
Yeah, for sure dead.
Combo scaling.
Yeah, you're absolutely fine. Had the meter to spin there.
Yeah. Closed it out. I really thought, I didn't know if the scaling would be, I know scaling for Potbuster is really heavy. I just didn't know quite how heavy it would be.
Yeah, right.
1-to-1 round apiece for a very important game 3. This is getting down.
Yeah, Bounty just trying to swing here and bait something out here from Kepler.
I really like these Kara just keeping the pressure going, keeping yourself safe. And gets it. Finally, I was waiting for it.
That was after IBFD, and he was still within range to grab. What the heck?
The double car you mashed on Garuda has to burst. Kepler's trying to stay in it. Finally getting a knockdown of his own, and he gets some good pressure, good burst out of the corner. It's going to be just controlling space. Nice jumping, finding a hit, knockdown, and you've got 50 meter. If your Testament with Stain State, it's going to be hard for him to contest.
Oh, this pressure is crazy from Kepler. Bounty being patient. Out of the corner, we'll take that for sure.
Yeah, sees the jump and immediately hammer falls PRC to remain safe. Finally catches some of the jump in. Kepler with their well scouted out, gets the low. Not going to kill one more guess.
Oh, and that is it. All right, Kepler going to take it game 3, going up 2-1 so far in the set, which should have been already because of the,
if you got the first round, yeah. No, that was a really close one. And that's a very important game to win because it gets you one step closer to closing this out, and it relieves a bit of pressure. You know what I mean?
That's definitely the big thing. Is you don't feel as pressured about being as safe as you need. You can kind of take more risk. You feel comfortable taking more risk. And those are the scariest fighting game players. And what a bait on the burst.
Speaking of taking more risk, you are exactly on cue. Kepler can take that risk of trying to go for the bait instead of going for a combo and sniffed it out perfectly. GalacticBounty getting punished and right back into the corner, and you're going to have to deal with Stain State all over again, and that powers through the armor. Double hit.
Oh, does it not work? It's not fast enough.
Yeah, I wasn't sure, but I thought it was a good call by Kepler. Might as well experience, because if you're just close enough, you win. You win that round.
That is true. And you already had so much health available. Burst still on deck. It was worth it.
It's a good situation to be, and we're going back into it. Now just controlling each other with projectiles. Good head tackle, and finds the wake-up counter hit. Kepler bursts to try and maintain stage control and does not want to be in that blender with the Pacific.
Yeah, Kepler being a bit more aggressive now. Just kind of going in. Gets the counter hit on Bounty, and then super for the knockdown.
Yeah, and I think you still have Stain State on this anyway.
You do?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
And now you get pressure all over again. Testament really capitalizing off these situations. Nice. There's the Garuda trying to open up with normals. Unfortunately, not close enough to keep anything going, so Galactic's going to have to fight his way back in.
Yeah, this is so tough. But nice 6P to catch Kepler jumping in at him.
Good situation. Hard knockdown, sliding headbutt. It's going to cause some pressure, but Galactic again has to find a way in. Low succubus didn't connect.
Yeah, a little bit too far away for that. Oh, that's big. That is huge.
Won't kill, but really puts you in a bad situation.
Yeah, wow, wake up PRC, all right.
Both of them playing so carefully. Galactic can't overcommit, only has this round. He wants to stay
good,
in.
good, that's good. He still had burst available, so that like he could like in theory like make one mistake, but having burst for this third round is really important.
Yeah, going into it's really good. And luckily, Kepler been using it so aggressively that it looks like he's likely going to have a chance to pop it as well here in a second. But right now, we got a good amount of Kepler pressure. Tries to hammer fall out of the corner, but been doing it too often. Kepler snips it out. You're back in the guessing game. Nice throw.
Oh man, it got blocked, but that's so hard to punish goal burst. So, you know, that sucks though because you don't have that defensive resource anymore, and you have to hold all of this pressure.
Yeah, and you notice Kepler immediately amping up the aggressive on this play. You got the worst strike throw game you're going to have to play. YRC just enough meter to do it, and has a chance to put guessing on the map for bot. Just going to control with normals, tries to flick a possible fireball. Head tackle, what's it going to be?
Oh, and yeah, gets mixed up, and that should be not quite enough. Couldn't confirm it a super there. Oh! And that was so dirty. I cannot believe he just teleported into Does.
Oh my god. He fireball, crowed, instant canceled it with Roman cancel, teleported on him, like, not even through, dusted him. That was a goal. It took me a good 5 seconds after that round ended to process what happened. That's how you know it was a play.
Yeah, I died.